Hello YouTube, I'm back. My car's dinging. That's just its way of saying hi. I think it wants to, participate in this whole vlogging thing. And maybe I should stop getting annoyed at the dinging and just let it play its part. So, it's 10:06 a.m. and I'm just rolling out of Hertz Rent-A-Car, the parking lot, because that's where I park, working for MLS. I got a brand new safety vest on that says MLS. In fact, I just gotta, at this point I have so many damn safety vests. Hang on, I'm just gonna go walk around the front of the car so you can all see it. I'm official. And since I was fired via text message from K-Power, the funny thing is, technically, I don't think I was fired from K-Power. I think a decision was made by management of Williams-Sonoma Furniture that they no longer wanted me working for them. Technically, although I did get a last paycheck and they did tell DES I'm no longer working for them, I do think technically I'm, oh, that guy's rushing right up on my ass. Yeah, I can go 30 if I want to, dude. Slow the fuck down. Technically, I think I'm, I don't know what my status is with K-Power. Probably whatever it is sort of irrelevant. So feeling really good about the job with MLS. Now granted, I was only there for a couple of hours, but and I would say about half of that time was just spent dealing with their onboarding portal. As I mentioned before, I got an error. I'm using an app now to do it. I think it's called Prism HR. So it's so weird how just everybody subcontracts and farms everything out these days. I mean, that's just, I don't know, it's just the way it is. I mean, shit, even Amazon subcontracted their janitorial services to a company called ABM, which, interestingly enough, is the same people that HelloFresh contracts their janitorial services out to. So things that I didn't know prior to today regarding this job, it's very much a driving job. So I was concerned that I'd be having to do a lot of things that aren't driving. No, I'm going to be driving fairly new cars around. I only drove one today, and I don't remember exactly what it was. It was some kind of a new ugly SUV. I really don't remember what the heck it was. I was just trying to, every time I get in an unfamiliar car, there's always that moment where it just feels like alien, like an alien craft. Like I know the basics, but I don't know where all the controls are. And speaking of that, so I got in it, and then I noticed in the rearview mirror, and I turned around to just kind of double check on it, that the rear windshield wiper was going. Like it would go at pretty regular intervals. And it wasn't until after I parked that I was able to figure out how to turn that damn thing off. Which makes you wonder if the person that rented that car, inadvertently turned it on, and it had been on maybe the whole time they were renting and they couldn't figure out how to turn it off. I always find it funny how things like that are just simply not standardized whatsoever. As far as how to start a car, how to turn the headlights on, turn signals, that's pretty standardized. I want to say the accelerator and the brake pedal are standardized, but now with electric cars, now that's kind of changing. And I watched a great video about that from Technology Connections a couple months ago. I'll try to remember to link that in the video description. Anyway, and I will be driving some electric cars as well. Electric cars are part of the mix. Not only Teslas, but they said that there's another make of electric cars that we have. And we have some pretty high-end cars. I'm not sure what all I'm going to be driving. So far, we all kind of did a trial run. There's several different places that cars get parked. It looks like basically what my job is going to be once I log in is I'll be moving cars that have been freshly washed by MLS. And by the way, MLS is a subcontractor for Hertz. So I'm working for Hertz, but I'm not working directly for Hertz, which is really funny because, I mean, the day I went back and I'm pretty convinced, had I not gone back and talked to the people in the office that day, that I would not have got this job. I think I had already been just kind of discarded because they didn't need people on the shift that I said I wanted, which I think is really sad. Like, why didn't they contact me to say, hey, we don't have people on that shift, but would you be interested in this? But, I mean, all's well that ends well, and I feel really good about it. In fact, I spent a decent amount of time with the manager, and I'm forgetting his name. I want to say Mark, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But the guy that I said that when I went back there the third time, because the first time was for my interview. Second time I went back looking to see if I'd left my driver's license there when it turned out that I had dropped it at my mechanics outside my mechanic shop. And then the third time was when I went to let them know that I had an image of my Social Security card if they needed that. Even though I didn't have the physical card yet, I had an image that I could email them, which ended up not working. Like, she wrote down the email address and then it got returned as unsendable. So probably I couldn't read her handwriting, would be my guess. Which, yeah, I struggle with everybody's handwriting. I like things typed with a freaking typewriter. So I have confirmed that I can ride the SkyTrain there. And the SkyTrain is literally 2/3, 3/4 of my work commute. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking to see if there's a place where I can park, hopefully just on, what the hell is this guy doing? Just some on-street parking. Where I can walk to the SkyTrain station. There is some on-street parking here, but it sure does look pretty in demand. Like, every spot that it looks like is legit to park in has a car in it. I know there's some lots around here, but I do think you need to have like an airport employee parking pass to park there, which I don't think I'm eligible for. No parking on the right side of the road. I can see what looks like no parking signs on the left side. I don't know why there's no parking there, but there's not. Cureleaf, that used to be a different dispensary. It used to be Bloom. I still have a Bloom employee shirt that somebody left at Castaways. At least I think I still have that shirt. I haven't seen that one in a while. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to park. I don't know, maybe I can park on one of the side streets over there. I'm sure there's somewhere I can park around here. I just got to figure it out and make sure I don't park anywhere I'm going to get towed away, because God knows if this car gets impounded, I certainly can't afford to get it back. Speaking of which, I did kind of discuss that with Alice, and she was talking about, the stuff with her car, and I'm like, if it's been impounded at this point, the storage fees are going to be significantly higher than what that car is worth. And she goes, yeah, I kind of thought so. I'm like, when you have a car and it's not where you parked it, You need to handle that immediately. Which, of course, she just went into her blah 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 excuse. Not my car, not my problem. I mean, I feel bad for her, but as I said when that all went down, I kind of feel that having the car was enabling. Wow, that guy is just walking right down the middle of 44th Street. Did y'all see that? He's walking in the passing lane, southbound passing lane. So, anyway, got completely sidetracked there, but yeah, I want to see if I can find a place where I can park that's, a block or two walking distance from the SkyTrain station, and that will save me a lot of hassle and a lot of gas expense. I want to go to Del Taco. I should really be looking for a less expensive option to eat. Actually, speaking of less expensive options to eat, I should probably go straight home, see if Allison's awake, for starters, see if she's still there. Of course, if she's disappeared again, that means I got to get all our stinky stuff out of the car, because I can't. And I'm not putting it in my apartment either. My apartment has enough, sources of questionable smells. I don't need this. I literally made her take a bath as soon as we got in there. Just no. There's enough bad smells in this apartment. No, I'll be able to take a bath tomorrow if I go to blah, 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 blah. No, you're taking a bath now. I don't know. Sometimes I just got to put my foot down, and it was just one of those moments. And hopefully that helped her. I hope. I don't know. She genuinely feels like I just don't care about her at all. But the two other vagabonds that were with her when I picked her up at the bus stop that also were carrying a bunch of garbage. I don't understand why so many homeless people feel compelled to cart along so much garbage with them. I mean, even if it's not garbage, just if you're traveling, you need to travel light. And if you're homeless, you're traveling. Point blank, you're traveling. But anyway, they both commented about, oh my God, your dad showed up so quick. Obviously, he cares about you. So maybe it's hitting home. But yeah, I'm definitely to the point of it's an interesting place for a no right turn. I don't think it applies to Palm Lane. I think that sign just kind of got misplaced in that guy's front yard. Yeah, this might be the time for some tough love. I mean, I want to be there for her, but I can't be enabling what's going on right now. Not a fan of the methadone thing, but I've had enough people tell me that some solid reasons of why I should try to support her in that. So I got a lot of mixed feelings about it, but she did say she managed to transfer to a closer methadone clinic, so that's a good thing. I still have no idea why they put her up at 28th Drive in Cactus. That is really, really a long drive from here. So, yeah, MLS subcontractor for Hertz. Still haven't heard back regarding my interview with Hertz, although in the driving around and getting to know all the areas I'll be working with, driving cars around, not leaving the property. It's all different facilities, and there's a couple different up and down ramps in and out of it that are private, that are not used by the general public, that are renting and returning cars. I did see the area where I would be working if I got the job working for Hertz. So that was awfully interesting. Overall, it's really good. I haven't finished my whole onboarding, but it got to the point where I was down to 2%. I could feel my phone starting to get sluggish, and I was down to 2%, and I was only about 50 60% done with the whole process, and I showed it to the one woman she's the one who called me. She's the one who was primarily training me today, who's dark and gorgeous, by the way, distractingly so. There's also a girl that was getting trained to do the same position I'm doing, who's also short, dark, and gorgeous. So, yeah, walking behind both of them was quite distracting, to say the least. Anyway, I'd love to talk more about this, but it is hot as hell out here right now. I need to go in and see if my daughter is still here. You know, if she's still asleep, I'm just going to let her sleep. I feel more than anything else right now, she needs to, at some point she needs to eat. At some point I need to eat. But I think more than anything else right now, she just needs to sleep off whatever the hell she's been dealing with the last several days that has her so delirious. You know, and all that a lot of that could be sleep deprivation. I mean, sleep deprivation is no joke. I mean, if you're severely enough sleep deprived, I've said it before, and it's not a popular opinion, but I would rather drive after drinking a little bit too much than drive completely sleep deprived. Neither of those things are advisable, but just saying. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta get in and check on her and get out of this heat. But thanks for coming with me on the drive, and such an exciting first day. Somebody else did, by the way. I've been monitoring Wonolo the whole time. Somebody else did pick up my shift at Restaurant Depot, which is fine. I mean, it's a little after 10:20 right now, and I don't see me getting enough sleep to be ready to leave here at 3:45. I don't see that happen, and I need not only does Allison need sleep, but I need a good night of sleep as well.